Now, as you know, Star Wars Battlefront released and it got kind of a mixed reception, didn't it? You know, it lacked in content when it was released. It didn't have a single player campaign, which is a no-no for a Battlefront game in my opinion. But EA have gone on to say that they have had huge numbers in the third quarter. Basically what I mean is, the publisher reported its financial results for the 3-month period ending the 30th of June. During that time, during that 3 months, 6.6 million played DICE's Star Wars franchise game. However, you got to take into account that the quarter also saw a free trial for the game from the 13th to 15th of May, where all players had the chance to go hands-on with the Star Wars Battlefront Outer Rim expansion, which is the game's second DLC expansion. So that promotion will obviously have brought players back online. But I'm also on, which I'm going to link down below, on a website called SWB Stats, which I'm guessing is Star Wars Battlefront Stats. And at the moment, right now, at the time of this video that I'm making, there are currently 3,233 people playing on PC. There's 13,267 playing on Xbox One. And there's 21,442 people playing on the PlayStation 4. Now, considering the game is out 6 months and people, you know, once the game was released, the player base dwindled massively. That's actually, considering how little in content the game still is, in my opinion, because I have played the game a couple of days ago, that's still actually not too bad. The fact that 40,000 people are playing at the moment, right now. And obviously, as it gets later in the evening, even more will start playing. But obviously, if you take that into comparison with DICE's other first-person shooter, which is Battlefield, according to the BF4stats.com at the time of this video, there are a total of 107,535 playing on Battlefield 4 right now. So obviously that completely dwarfs, but then you got to think with Battlefield 4, when that got released, that game was a broken pile of mess, if you remember. So it does work out as a really impressive stat that EA said the Battlefield franchise, which is led by Battlefield 4, had more than 11.5 million players during the quarter, which is impressive. Now, in the Q&A following the release of the financials, EA boss Andrew Wilson said he was, quote-unquote, overjoyed with the performance of Star Wars Battlefront and optimistic for the future, and this is what he had to say. As each movie comes out over the time and our relationship, we expect that the Star Wars community will continue to grow, and we will be doing our best to align, in some cases, the content and experience, and in some cases, just a passion of Star Wars. But certainly aligning what we're doing around the Star Wars universe and what's more broadly happening with Star Wars pop culture, and we think that's a win as we continue to live up to the fans long term. Here's one thing they could do: add a single player campaign. Had they added a single player campaign and had a bit more content at launch, there would be a lot more people playing Star Wars Battlefront today. You'd probably get the same numbers, even though you got, say, 37,000 playing now on Star Wars Battlefront. Had you had that little bit more content, you'd probably have a lot more playing in it. Now, personally, I couldn't get along with Star Wars Battlefront. I will say this: I did enjoy the survival mode. I did have a lot of fun playing that, but it was just lacking badly in multiplayer. So hopefully, considering the reviews they got, because like I said, the reviews they got were mediocre at best, I hope they do learn their lesson. I hope the next Star Wars Battlefront comes out does have a lot more content, and most importantly, does have a single player experience. Because if you remember back to the early Battlefront days with Battlefront 1 and 2, they had great single player experiences, and that's what made the Battlefront games so great. So when EA announced they had the Star Wars franchise, and you know, alarm bells rung straight away, and we were right to be worried, because Battlefront came out and it was just bare bones. Even though, yeah, it looked good and sounded great, there was hardly anything in it. You were done with the content within about 5 or 6 hours. So hopefully they do learn their lesson. But the numbers, seeing, considering how panned the game was, it is actually impressive to see that there are 40,000 people still playing Battlefront to this day. But then let me know what you think. Do you still play Battlefront now? You know, do you like have a group and you just enjoy it now and then? But let me know what you think in the comments below. What also do you think they should do for the next Star Wars Battlefront? But other than that, this is Jamesy Boy logging off. You guys take care.